There's been an explosion of hoon behaviour in the last few years, fuelled by the promise of publicity on the internet. The latest ratbags to hit our roads do something called drifting. Hoons in high-powered cars racing and weaving on public roads. And while police say the sport's fine on raceways, they've launched a nationwide crackdown on drivers who risk innocent lives. Vassal Melandris reports.
Bloody idiot. Just utterly irresponsible.
Extreme sport or extremely stupid? It's being touted as the fastest growing motorsport in Australia, inspired by video games and movies like The Fast and the Furious. But drift racing, or drifting as it's called, was never intended for amateur hoons like these. Just watch this convoy of idiots tear up this steep and narrow road at breakneck speeds, with no consideration for themselves or other motorists.
It's not just about their behaviour, it's about what they could cause. The consequences of their actions are catastrophic.
Authorities are trying to determine just where in the country this reckless stunt, weaving all over both sides of a public road, was carried out before being posted onto the popular website YouTube.
I don't know what it is, if it's the ego tripper seeing themselves on YouTube.
You can even hear the maniacs behind their wheels laughing as they switch from third to fourth gear, clocking anywhere up to 100 k's an hour.
You can see he's taking more than one chomp in the corner with his steering, and it's bouncing all over the show, and he doesn't look like he's the boss of the car, that's for sure.
Professional stunt driver and instructor Cameron Wearing says there's no stopping the craze, particularly with the lure of notoriety on the net. However, he says if drifting is carried out under careful supervision and in a safe environment like raceway meets, it can be a lot of fun.
Drifting is an art form of driving where the car is held in a drift by excessively using the throttle, so the rear wheels spin up and you get lots of smoke and excitement, and the car therefore doesn't stay straight.
Is it dangerous?
The problem is when you're not using the correct environment, where if it does go wrong, you can at least peel off on a racetrack, but in a street situation, you've got a few more things to contend with.
But this, he says, is taking an adrenaline rush too far. And he's shocked no one was seriously injured this time.
The consequences of involving other people, I don't need to see a fatality to be reminded. I don't need to see a body torn in two to be reminded. And these guys are just clowns. They're not clever, they're not smart, they're not intelligent, and they're not very good drivers.
I wonder how long it's going to be before members of the public grow tired of this quite idiot behaviour.
The police are not taking the matter lightly either. Today, Superintendent Tony Renkin made this blunt warning to the drivers responsible, wherever they may be.
It seems to me that people like this that take not only their own lives but others at risk should feel the full weight of the law.
However, getting to the root of the problem will take more than just words. Cameron Wearing, who's trained everyone from celebrities to serious rally enthusiasts, says the racetrack, not the roadway, is where drivers should really test their skills.
They're really playing with things that they don't quite know enough about.
As we speak, I'm having people from the electronic crime section have a look at YouTube and see whether or not they can identify the vehicles and or the persons in there, and I'll make further inquiries from them.
Vassal Melandris reporting there. Now, every child